Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books, and I thought that I would take advantage of this relaxing Saturday to get in a Friday Reads. Now, I did say it's Saturday, but it's still almost Friday where you are. Maybe it still is Friday where you are. My son is 15 minutes past Friday in Tennessee, but he's on Central Time. So for most of you, it's 11:15 p.m. So, and we all know that I really don't care about such things. It can be belated. It's fine. So what have I been reading? It's May 6th, I believe. Yes, May 6th. I have finished book 2 prize number 3. That's the only book that I've finished thus far this month. And when I finished it, I was currently reading 0 books. That is no longer the case. I'm just in the mood to be a poly reader now. So I picked up 2 book 2 prize books. Well, they came available on my library app. So one of them is super long. I'm not sure in print. I think it's 850 pages in print, but probably 150 of those are notes, so maybe a 600 pager. But it's going to take me most of the month to read it. So I started another one of my book 2 prize books, which I think that one's probably more 400 pages of reading text. So yeah, so 2 of those, so number 4 and 5 of the book 2 prize on the go. Obviously can't talk about any of these 3 books. Interestingly, none of the 3 remaining book 2 prize books are topics of which I would choose to read on my own, but that's not bad. I mean, one of them sort of is, and one of them sort of is, and one of them definitely 100% is not. But I'll just leave you hanging there with that. I have started Springathon reading. So I started, this one also came available in my library, Wayward by Amelia Hart. So can we just take a moment for this cover, okay? This is glorious. If I didn't read this book, this would be enough for Springathon, because this cover is everything that is, you know, a nature lover's heart desires. Oh, so good. So good. I mean, look at that. Oh, beauty. Anyway, this book is, it's told from 3 different perspectives, 3 different time zones, not time zones, historical eras. Still thinking about time zones. All women from the same family. So the modern era, a woman, Kate, who has fled from an abusive husband to this remote cottage that her aunt passed away and left her in her will. So got that timeline. And then set in the 40s, we've got a girl, Violet. She's 16, and she is living with a oppressive father, and her brother, whom she used to have a great relationship, but he's a year younger, but he was sent off to school, and, you know, the father's influence, they're not as close as they once were. And now the cousin is coming to visit, and we're led to believe maybe the father might want her to marry the cousin. And she doesn't probably really want to. I haven't met cousin yet, but, you know, we'll see. And family connections, I'm guessing that Violet is the aunt of Kate from the modern era. And then the other historical period is, I'm not sure, 16 or 1700s, and I don't remember this character's name, but she is being accused of witchcraft and is about to go on trial. Like, she's being led to the courtroom where I left off. I'm only about maybe 50 pages in, so I'm really enjoying it thus far. It's atmospheric. It's kind of popular fiction, but historical. And yeah, I mean, I'm not well enough into it to have any opinions, but so far I'm engrossed when I read it. I'm propelled through the timelines, all three of them. They're very interesting. And obviously this thread, I mean, it's perfect for Springathon. This thread of women who are in touch with nature and have just special capabilities of, I don't know, like, they're just really in tune. I don't know yet if there's anything actually witchy about them or special, you know, in a magical sense. There's some vibes there, but so far it is historical fiction, so I'll keep you posted. And then the other one for Springathon is Sounds Wild and Broken, Sonic Marvels, Evolution's Creativity, and the Crisis of Sensory Extinction by David George Haskell. And if you've been around a while, you know I pretty much adore David George Haskell. He might be my favorite nature writer. He is just fabulous. This is his third book, and this one focuses on the sounds in nature and also how humans are affecting, with our own sound pollution, are affecting the natural environment. And he's just a brilliant scientist, but also his writing is, you know, it's nonfiction, but it's incredibly literary. So you have all of the deep thoughts while reading it. It's not just straight science. So, I mean, it is, but it's so much more. So there's that. And then I posted a video of 3 books, literary fiction, chunky books, and asked you which one I should read first. And it was Alias Grace by Margaret Atwood, and The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois by Honore Fannin. Forget the last name. And the, spoiler alert, this is the one you picked. The Makioka Sisters by Junichiro Tanizaki. And this one is translated from the Japanese by, dun, 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 oops, missed it, by, dun, 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 what? Oh, it's on, is it on the front? Oh, it's on the back. You gotta look for this stuff. Translated from the Japanese by Edward G. Seidensticker. That's a name for you. Okay, so, yeah. And I have just not even really started this one. I read the principal characters. So 2 pages. All about who this story is about. So I'm not even sure the time period it's set in yet, but 4 sisters. The oldest 2 are married. The third one is fast approaching Spencerhood. And the youngest has 1 or 2 paramours, love interests. And apparently she can't marry until the third sister does. So, yeah. This, thankfully, is the shortest of the 3 because I've got a lot of nonfiction to wade through this month. Hefty nonfiction. However, it's really dense. I mean, I don't know if it's like verbally dense, but the pages are packed with text. And it's longer than it looks. It's over 500 pages, 530 maybe. So I guess they're thin pages. So I don't know, it might not even be the shortest of the stack because of how it's constructed. But I'm looking forward to sinking into it. And I think now I'm going to go make a bullet journal spread because I think I need one to keep up with all this reading and get it done in a timely manner. So I'll just attach that to the end here if you're still watching. And thanks so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye. Okay, here's what I came up with. I got a wild hair and made a vertical tracker, you know, changing things up. So this are the days of the month from the 7th through the 27th because that's what fits. So 2 chapters a day for Secret City. And then Sandy Hook, 100 pages a day. I should write that down, the difference between chapters and pages, but anyway. And then Sounds Wild and Broken are parts. So chapters, pages, and parts. I can remember that. It's my track.